back at it like a motherfucking crack habit, doing the work so the work get done. You already know the motherfucking vibes. If we don't do this shit, who the fuck will? In the building with the one, the only, Prince Inspiration.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you for
salute.
having me, man. For real. What an honor, man.
It's a pleasure to have you here, man. I want to jump right into it.
Yes, sir.
You're a young emerging artist. I had the pleasure of listening to Still Alive. It's your album.
Thank you.
I sat with it for a couple of hours. I found my favorite. Everybody finds their favorites on it. Before I get into what my favorites are and how I may feel about it on a personal level, just from this observation point and from an artist to another artist, what was your moment where you felt God or the universe say to you, this is the path you're supposed to be on. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Where were you? And did anything change inside you in that moment?
That's a beautiful opening question. Not gonna lie to you, man. I don't think I had a specific moment in my life. I feel like it's been a period of moments in life that kind of just reaffirmed me, like, this is what I need to be doing. Like, this is my calling. This is my love. Like music is the love of my life for real. But just I say some of those moments were just either huge show moments where I'm just like I see the vision. I'm seeing what could be 5-6 years from now, or like me making the album and then like it turning into completion little by little, and I'm just like, yeah, this is it. And I think one of the most recent moments, I threw a release party for the album on August 19th. It was a beautiful release party. Had my friends open up for me. Most of them I had features with, so it was beautiful. Everybody went crazy. And I had my own headliner set. I've never had openers from my own show before, so it was really cool to have my friends open for me. And then I performed the whole album. I did the whole J. Cole Forest Hills Drive type, perform your whole album and shit. I'm a big J. Cole fan, just so you know. But yeah, I did the whole album, and it felt like that was the first show where I felt like the artist I want to be, in a sense, where the crowd just received me so well. And some of these people were my friends or just random people who just happened to be at the venue. I was at Wonderville in Brooklyn. And yeah, it just felt so surreal. And I was just so grateful that night because, I felt like a star. And that's what I aim to be. You know what I'm saying? I speak very proudly and proudful of what I do and who I am in my music. So seeing that translate in real life, really, really translate, it really did something to me. So that show that I threw this year really means a lot, and it really reaffirmed me we on the right track. We just getting started, but we really on the right track. So let's keep it going. So
that's dope.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Yeah, that's dope. And that's the day before my birthday, so I know that energy was mega.
I
already know that August energy, that end of August before the change in the Virgo season, man.
Yeah,
that energy
it was very, very nice. Very nice. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you so
that,
much.
man. So with that being that first moment, have you been able to encapsulate it into something that you're able to, let's say you having a bad day or bad, because everybody have it as regular, just a bad moment.
Yeah.
Are you able to just kind of bounce back to that and pull from it?
Yeah, it's never instant, but I definitely do bounce back. I definitely do pride myself in being able to have the ability to bounce back from being in a bad mental state, a bad funk. The album itself actually is somewhat of a bounce back for me. I tell people that the album really wasn't made for people. It was made for me, but it's a gift to you guys, but it was made for me. It's very personal. I have a lot of different types of music I make. People just don't know yet, but I have a lot in the vault. But this album was more like a reintroduction of who I am and kind of another, a first step, second attempt at kind of I've been doing this for a long time. I love this, and I need to show y'all I love this. And once I show y'all I love this, then I can get into everything else. So I just wanted to be more real with myself and some of my personal life. And I brought my family into the album a little bit. My friends who, there's voices on the album. Those are all people who've contributed to either putting energy and love and life into me, or they just believe in me as a whole, as an artist, as a person. So the album really does mean a lot to me. It's a pick me up. I work out to it, you know what I'm saying? Get my day started with this Still Alive, even from the highest point of the album to the lowest point, it does give me some sort of inspiration, no pun intended. Yeah, that album definitely helps me bounce back. It's kind of a personal love letter to me. Yeah.
I'm not mad at that, man. If you don't got self-love and you ain't able to pour into yourself. Realistically, you might not even recognize when somebody's trying to pour into you, and or you might reject it. So,
that's real, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Not even prepared to receive
I love
it.
to hear that. I love to hear that. So since we now talking about the album, I'm gonna skip the question I have right now. I'm gonna get back to that.
Okay.
I want to talk about running up the score.
Yes, sir.
So there's a few things about running up the score that stand out to me.
Okay.
You had a double time flow on it. I love that you was really in the pocket with it. The energy was there. The vocals was there. I was able to clearly hear everything you were saying, even when you was revving it up. It's 333 on the time. I noticed that. Maybe that was coincidental.
That actually is coincidental.
Okay, I was gonna say maybe there's some significance going on here.
Nah, that was coincidental, but I didn't notice that. I could have swore it was 325, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, this version
right
333.
The album version is 333.
333.
Okay, yeah, because it has the little extra voice thing at the end on the album version. The single version doesn't have the little outro part. Okay. But hey, I like angel numbers. I feel like they help with the direction. Yeah. If I'm getting a little extra sign after already out, that's good to me. You feel me? That sounds great.
Do you plan on doing any visuals for Running Up the Score?
Running Up the Score visuals are out now, actually.
Is it?
Yeah. I haven't seen that. It's all good for me. Yeah, we just dropped it last week. It has 10K on YouTube right now.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, for me. So we really genuinely Running Up is my biggest video to date. My biggest milestone.
We might have to watch that here.
Listen, throw that on real quick, man. Yo. Big shout out to Mateo Cloud and Project Mix or Project M Mix. Feel me? Yeah, but he's a videographer, content creator who helped me shoot the video. He helped me direct it. We co-directed it, but he had a lot of the he helped me out. He helped me out a lot with the creative direction for the video. So I thank him for a lot for it and everybody that came out. Thank you. We really ran it up. Y'all see it. So I'm just excited it's out. I'm pushing it crazy right now. Yeah. And people already asking me when's the next video. So so we in good motion right now.
What is the next video gonna be?
I could say either ATW or Glory. I won't say which, but it'll be either one of those two. So if y'all fans of me and generally like the album, ATW or Glory is up next. So y'all stay tuned. Feel me?
Copy. So you definitely are an artist. You have a lot of different flows, at least on the Still Alive, that are very clear that you can hear. You go into the pocket a lot. If you could paint a picture or compose a song that represents you in the world, right now, what does it look and sound like? What color, texture, or sound, or metaphor comes to mind?
I love these questions. Bro. What represents me, a picture specifically. I see like light and dark. I see like a half and half. So like a version of me that's like shining, maybe it might be like a spotlight on me or something like that. And then I also see like a darker side of me who's like kind of like, I guess, grinding. He's in the dark. He might be rock bottom for me, but I see these two halves of me. Kind of me, like with the highlight, what people see, the star I'm trying to let people see, and then also like my real life and like a lot of the things and the struggles I go through as a person, and just like also becoming the artist I want to be. That's a whole other thing in itself. There's a lot of shadow work that's involved with stuff like that. So I guess that might be the closest. That's off the top. So like so I don't.
Nah, I love that.
But yeah, I think that might be a good representation. Just this idea of me shining and being a star, but also dealing with a lot of like. Inner conflicts and struggles and things like that while amongst trying to push myself up. So things like that, yeah.
What scares you right now but drives you? And when I say that, what fears do you carry as an artist that you might fail, be misunderstood, or anything else? How do those fears secretly fuel your work? If any.
A lot of these, I guess the fear is it's an off and on thing. It's something I've dealt with for a while, but I think I'm a little afraid of being forgotten a little bit. And so I aim to like push for, like I put my full effort into everything I do to make sure that I'm very like, what I'm doing is memorable and that, whether it's my art, my music, whatever the case may be. And I guess what drives me is just like I have so much music. I'm 9 years into music, making music. 10 years next year, so like that really pushes me because I have so much to give, and I feel like this year has been the most like amount of results where I see like this is working. So you have the ability to, and a lot of the reason I wasn't able to get myself up earlier was just resources, setbacks, life, COVID. So much happened. So now that I'm in year 9 and things are slowly starting to click and I haven't even really given everything yet, I'm like, okay, like this is the time, like push, because if people are receiving this what it is now and you still have this amount left, you were in a great place. So that's what I kind of try to keep myself in mind. I have high expectations to myself, so like even though people might, they've never seen me at the level I am right now, my expectation is I should already be up there already. You know what I'm saying? So I tell myself I'm catching up to myself. I feel like I'm catching up to myself a lot. People don't know what that version of myself is, but I do. So it's like I'm always catching up. But I think I'm slowly closing the gap. So I'm just trying to keep that level head and keep pushing so I could get to that, I guess, place where I want to be.
Closing the gap from the greatest version of self to the version of self that was.
Yeah, or even current.
Or current.
Yeah, but exactly that. Yeah.
I think, and not to ever try to refute, because you're observing yourself, but to expound on it, I think personally, because as artists we all have that to some varying degree. I think once you even recognize the greatest version of yourself, it's already there. And now it becomes psychologically the uphill battle for us to accept that greatest version is already here, because to fully accept it means that I'm gonna instantaneously cut off all the people that don't fit in this reality, but I'm not willing to. So I don't personally think that the greatest version of you is yet to come. I think you're living in him and you're yet to fully accept it. Because I listen to what you're doing, what you got going, and I can't wait to see the visuals. Even from still frame pictures, this energy you capturing, like you conceptually, visually understand what certain people don't. And I can see that. So for you to be there at that point, you're already in tune with the greatest version of yourself, and you're creating space for him to exist.
Yeah.
And the more that you create space for him to exist, the more you realize he was there in this chapter now, but you had to accept that he's here.
It might be that. It might be a thing where like not seeing is believing, but like you gotta believe to see. So like, you know what I'm saying? So it could be like a thing like that, little something.
Yeah,
but you might have to believe to see. So I think it might be a sense of like you said, accepting and believing it for real, for him, like for you to finally see like he was there the whole time.
Yeah.
So I think that might be a thing with me too. And he's usually there, I would say, but sometimes he's not. So it might be a thing of just keeping that belief and that, like,
Respect.
Word.
So we all have the voices that whisper inspiration. Who living or passed on do you hear speaking through your work? A mentor, a memory, a place you visited? And how do those voices shape what you make?
Wait, can you repeat that one more time? Sorry about that.
So, who living or passed on do you hear speaking through your work? A mentor, a memory, or even possibly a place you visited? And how do those voices shape what you make?
I feel like a lot of my friends and family, like I like this quote of like we're all reflections of each other. So I kind of see myself in a lot of my friends, like my artist friends, or even just like people who I see work hard and kind of really push for what they love and what they represent and stand for. And I see that in my music and even certain messages. I see end up reflecting onto like what my friends might stand for or push, or they might hear the album and then like have a different attitude towards like life or a different mindset afterwards that they heard from me. And it's kind of like weird to see that. It's surreal, but it's like, okay, like we really do all kind of bounce off of each other and inspire each other and reflect off each other's energies and characteristics. So I think that might be, I don't have a specific person, but I would just say people in my life I've definitely seen we've affected each other and bounced off each other like that. I think that might be the full answer to the question. Yeah, that's a great question.
Respect. The risk and the reward. What's the biggest risk you've taken with your art, stylistically, emotionally, in a message? And what was the reward, if it wasn't what you expected?
That's a good question. My biggest risk in music, stylistically, so I think one of my biggest things was becoming a DJ. That was a very not random, but I love music, so it kind of made sense in a way. But it was a big jump. I literally stopped making, like last year. I did not really make music. I mean, I say that I made music, but I wasn't planning to put out anything. I didn't have any direction of like an album or anything until the very end of last year. So last year was a complete side quest year for me to get my own life together and also kind of explore different sides of me. So I started DJing. And that picked up really nicely. I realized just the love for music, and I realized I have a really good ear. I want to start producing at some point my own stuff. I just need the time to lock in. But yeah, when I started DJing, it was like a big, like crazy random step. I didn't think I was gonna really get into it. I just tried it. I got thrown into a gig and DJ'd an open mic, and people loved it. It was vibes. So I was like, let me just keep this going, like fuck it, and just kind of seeing like what that opened up for me. Like it opened up other opportunities that I probably wouldn't have got being an artist. And kind of got me in different rooms. Like, matter of fact, this is actually a great story. So DJing got me my first music video for Heartbeat. So I DJ'd an open mic with We Are Star Chasers. Shout out A1 King and We Are Star Chasers. They throw open mic showcases in the city and in Cali too. But he had me DJing his open mics at the time. So we were at the Bronx Brewery, the one in the Bronx, South Bronx, and the one in Harlem as well. So I been DJing one of the Harlem ones, regular night, DJing, do the artist sets and everything. I might perform, I might not, who knows. And I ended. My guy, he has a lot of connects outside of either the U.S. Sometimes he has people he brings in from foreign countries to come in. They come to the city, they're tourists, they want to have fun, explore things. So he'll bring them to the open mic. So one of the tourists that was there seeing me DJ happened to be a videographer and cinematographer from Brazil. So his name is Pedro. So I happened to just perform that night. And I don't even remember what song I did, but he was like, yo, I like your music, you're great. I would love to like work with you one day. I said, well, yeah, sure, that sounds great. He's like, I have to go back to Brazil, but when I come back to New York, I would love to work with you. So I said, that's valid. So, I'm not really thinking too much of it. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I appreciate the love, but I'm not really thinking serious. So, this is July. He hits me back in, I believe, September, October, and he's like, hey, I'm coming back to New York. I would love to shoot a video for you. I'm like, oh, for real? This is crazy. I thank you for the love. And so I sent him a couple songs. I sent him One Day. It's another song. It's another hit song for me. Not on the album, but just a single. I sent him a couple other random unreleased, and then I sent him Heartbeat, which wasn't even recorded yet. I just sent him a voice note. Like, it was just a voice memo. And he had just heard the beat and the voice memo. He was like, yo, I love this. This is beautiful music. He's like, this is beautiful music. I love to shoot this. And so I was like, yeah, bro, I appreciate it. And so he just came down and he basically directed, shot. It's probably, even though Running Up is the biggest milestone visually, Heartbeat is an amazing piece of art. I highly recommend anyone to go watch it. Outside of me, they created a beautiful film, and I feel like they captured the essence of New York City very well, even though they're tourists, which is like fire in itself. But yeah, just doing that DJ gig and doing those, that side quest thing allowed me to open a door that ended up helping me on the artist side a year later. So it's kind of crazy to see how those things work. But yeah, the risk and the little side quest and the little like, I'm gonna try this real quick, usually end up kind of like helping you in the long run. You just don't know it yet. So that might be my example for now.
Do you see yourself traveling out of the country to shoot any content with people that you may have connected with?
Oh yeah. When life provides me the opportunity and funds, hell yeah. but hell, of course, I want to travel. I want to be able to explore the world. I want to see what the world has for me to offer, and even just outside of just shooting music videos, I just want to be out in the world and experience life, meet new people, and seek. And I know that's gonna in turn help me on the artist side, because like you gotta live life to make music, so. For sure. Yeah, I would love to shoot videos out of the U.S. I would love to go back to, I'm Jamaican, so I would love to go to Jamaica to shoot. Like, I love to go to I'm Guyanese too, go to Guyana, like, go to Japan. Like, I just want to, I want to travel.
See it all.
Yeah, for real.
One life to live, man. Why not? When was a time in your life that love, loss, and identity was so intense that you had to channel it into your art, and what came out of it?
Damn. That's a good point. Now, I've had a couple times. I want to say the stretch of like 2019 to like 2021 were like some of the hardest years of my life, just emotionally. Went through a breakup. COVID happened. I had a lot of crazy medical issues during 2020 was an awful year for me. My God. But it's funny because I wrote some of my best music in 2020 when I was going through it, like the absolute worst. Really, because like I felt like it was all I had. Like all I had was to write at this point. You know, I was going through so much emotionally and just like medically at the time too. I was just stuck in the crib, you know, going through it. So all I had was to like at the end of the night, it was just me and my pad and some YouTube beats, you know. So that was me, and I made a lot of my probably my best music. People haven't heard it yet for sure yet, but yeah, it's a lot of my best music I wrote at the time. I definitely do think when I go through things, you know, it helps me release more, and it kind of forces me to release more, you know, in a sense, which is great. And I try to do that even now. I'm trying to get in the habit of writing more, on not even just on the music side, but just I'm a poet, a spoken word artist as well. Shout out to the poets.
So is my brother, so am I.
Yes, sir. Brother, much respect, brother. Feel me? Gotta keep it alive.
That's up.
So I definitely do got to get back to writing more poetry on my end and just like kind of just like jotting thoughts down, you know, getting in that habit of just like letting thoughts loose, you know. So you create that exercise for yourself so you're able to let loose of your thoughts correctly and like open up new ways to express those thoughts too. So yeah.
I love it. If somebody only got to listen to one of your songs or hear one of your DJ sets or just experience one conversation with you,
Okay.
which one would it be and why?
They had to come to the release party that we just did for sure. Yeah, that was a moment. I think that really encapsulated me as an artist because I not only did the album, so you got the full feeling of what that album really meant and what it was supposed to feel like. But then I also was featured on like the opener sets, and you got different vibes from me. I wasn't doing just that. I was doing like upbeat, like lit vibes. I was on the Sexy Joe vibe. I did an R&B track with one of my friends, so I had a lot of different vibes to show. Like I'm versatile. Like I don't just like Still Alive is a start, but I got a lot for you. And then I did Still Alive, and it was just the experience and the feeling of it. Yeah, so I think that would be like a great first impression to like who I am as an artist was that showcase. It was a night for real. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, energy is definitely up. You you're in flow. You in your flow state is visible.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. It's a blessed thing to be in because not everyone has it. I talked to our producer Nick before about the same thing because he be in flow, and there's certain people who I realize now. Like, oh, they don't even know they in flow.
Yeah,
It's
even
just they
know.
regular. So to see other people where you could kind of hear it, it's in their music, it's in their content, it's in their delivery, it's in their approach, it's in their daily movement. You can kind of just see it, like, oh, you in flow. Like, you just popped out. You ain't got the entourage with you. You ain't like, yo, three of my mans is gonna be here soon. And again, this is no shade. I'm not in
Nah, I was trying to bring
I don't
someone,
want
but
none of my previous guests to be like, this nigga talking about me.
nah, it's bad for
There's
you
no shade to nobody because
Nah,
I, as an artist, popped up to many a place with people and then without people. And I know that when I was without people, it's because I was in flow. I was just like, I can go anywhere. I'm supposed to be here. This is where I'm supposed to be. So I'm
honestly,
going.
people need to get in the habit more of like doing more solo quests. Like, gotta do things on your own. Go experience things. Like, don't wait for people. You know, like I think that's a big thing too. Like, don't wait for permission or like you need this additional. Like, you're enough by yourself. You know, so
Respectfully.
type shit.
You have a powerful mindset and you have a powerful will because you've been releasing, you've been doing. It doesn't seem like you struggle with analysis paralysis, but I don't want to presume and assume that you haven't on your journey. So for any other up and coming artists or even already established artists who deal with the same thing, have you had any moments of doubt or burnout or hidden struggle that you can share that the people wouldn't have seen? You know, could be a past one, could be current, or you could opt out of this one. And it's just for them to get a behind the scenes of how to keep pushing forward. More of a lens and observation of how you made through and not so much of a focus on what the issue was.
Okay. Yeah, no, I have no problem sharing that story. I think I had two breaks. I had two breaks from music in my career. So the first break I had was when I went to college. I think it was like my sophomore year of college. I took a big break because I was just like something's not clicking. The music wasn't sticking. It wasn't that I wasn't good at making songs, um, but I think I was just writing raps and making raps and not understanding how to make music at the time. I had great bars. I was a writer. I've always been a writer. You know, until recent time, I freestyle a lot more. Yeah. Now I've got myself versatile, but at the time, I've just been a straight writer all my life. You know, started from poetry, turned into rap. So I was just writing 16s and bars and punchlines and stuff like that, but I wasn't making music that was really gonna stick with people. So I took that first year and I listened to music. I delved into poetry, and actually spoken word helped me develop my voice, because my voice was very monotone and very kind of like dull. Also, a reason why like the music wasn't sticking too much, because it was very, So once I got into spoken word, they taught me about vocal inflections and all types of things, and different ways to approach and even how to describe things in the writing. So I learned a lot through that. So I did that for 2.5 years, doing spoken word and doing shows and at U Albany. Shout out U Albany. Shout out Phenomenal Voices. They really, honestly, they raised me for real. Yeah, they really raised me for real. Kind of brought me up into the artist I am today. They didn't, intentionally do that, but they unintentionally being in that group, held space for me to really grow, because it was such a hardcore type of work ethic that was needed for the group. It was a performing arts organization, and we did shows twice a year. And some of the shows we only had like a month and a half to get the show together, between like 20 people and 5 to 6 minute sets of poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like real intense like work ethic. So it helped really push me and grind me into who I am today with the type of work ethic I have now. And so there was that, and then I got back to music a little bit more once I graduated. And then obviously the second year was the year I went, I side quested. I started doing DJing. I started photography. I'm a photographer, videographer as well. So I got into that just because I needed to get life together. And in those moments, I realized like it's okay. Like it feels scary to not know what you're doing. Like it's very, very scary. But sometimes if you don't know what you're doing, I think the best thing to do is kind of let life do what it do and take in what life is going to give you and go from there. And I think you'll like start to slowly figure out the pieces, because that's what I did. I didn't really know I still don't know what I'm doing. Like I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm aiming for. I know my direction, but like at the end of it all, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow right now, and trusting myself and my art. And I'm just seeing where that takes me. So I think that's the best thing to do if you're feeling like doubtful about yourself, like trusting your art, trusting yourself. And if you feel like there's something you need to develop in, then like work on that. Take your time, talk to your peers, step outside yourself for a second, or step outside your art to really look at things, listen to other music, or just take in other forms of art. You never know what can influence you and inspire you and help you grow. And once you do that, I feel like you should be fine. You should be able to understand where you are, where you at, with the level you at in terms of your artistry, your creativity, or whatever type of creative thing that you do. And and then you should be good from there. Harder said than done, but like if you're able to push forward with that, then you'll be able to get over the hump.
I like that. That's dope.
Thank you, man.
That's a gem. I hope y'all took that. That's a gem for sure.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any daily rituals or small habits, music you play, places you go, practices that reignite your spark when it's dimming?
Yeah, like the running up the score, I literally do push-ups on the floor every day. So I do work out. Daily ritual. Yeah, the daily ritual, you know what I'm saying, gets me going. It's a dopamine thing too. Also helps the mind, clear my mind. I be having a lot of stuff going on all the time. So sometimes when I don't work out before like my day starts, and it doesn't feel like it's like, damn, like I don't feel as prepared. I'm still prepared. I'm still me, but like, I could have been like a little more like mentally tough and ready for the day. So it does help me like kind of keep me like, all right, I'm locked in for the day now. Once I did that, I guess music, I really range, especially since I became a DJ. Like my music ranges, like I don't even just work out to rap. I work out to like R&B, jazz, like I work out to Madden and stuff. Nah, but I mean it's whatever I'm in the mood in at the moment that'll kind of like center me and ground me for the day. Sometimes I want to bump some Sade. Sometimes I want to bump Lil Uzi for the morning. It's whatever I'm really feeling for real. And I go from there. I'm trying to think. That's
I got a jazz recommendation for you.
Oh,
like
please
jazz.
do.
Soil and Dirt.
Okay.
Yeah, Blue Eyed Monster. And honestly, all of their... Oh my God, yeah. Amazing. Japanese jazz is my shit. Japanese jazz is my shit, bro.
Soil and Dirt.
For years. For years.
Have you heard of Japanese R&B?
Yeah.
Do you know
I know about City Pop, bro. I grew up on City Pop.
Oh, fire. Do you know Double? Yes.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Fire, bro.
All I do is, I'm not gonna lie to you, like I'd rather listen to Japanese old 80s city pop than listen to fucking like most other shit right now.
Nah, I gotta tap in there.
It's
That's
a vibe.
fire, bro.
It's a vibe. It's a
Okay,
certain
I
energy
got
you
it
get
right
from
there.
it.
Nah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Nah, I like to
soil
be
and
put
dirt.
on, man. I like someone put me onto this random Japanese rock band like a couple months back, and I was just like, oh, this is fire. I was bumping it at work, going crazy. Like, yeah, I just like to delve in. I really like music. I'm really a music geek. Like on some like
Yeah,
real nerdy shit. Like, yeah,
yeah.
I'm a music geek. So I really do get like geeked up about like different types of music and just like learning
That's
stuff like
dope.
that.
That's
Yeah.
gonna put you in a pocket to be more creative, and you're gonna have more range in general as an artist because your ear is not as limited. You
Mm-hmm.
know, your box of creativity is not there at all.
No, I
You're
agree.
just playing in the pool versus someone saying I can only stick my foot in. And then they like, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's like
Yeah.
we're all
I am
artists, but then
playing the
it's like
fool.
I can only do this because all right, that's
Yeah, where
you
that
created
wasn't.
that.
Yeah, I can't be me. I'm not that type. And even like I said, like DJing really opened up my ear too. So like like I wasn't listening to Afro beats until I started DJing. I wasn't it was a lot of things I wasn't super into Jersey until I got into like
Jersey Club.
Jersey clubs, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
stuff like that. I got real into like just different sounds, outside of my own, and that really helped. But yeah, like I said, I'm really trying to be a producer at some point, like for myself really, but like I really do want to start to produce. I feel like I could really be a great producer. So I just gotta take the time when I have some time in my life to do so because I'm
For
just straight
sure.
on artist mode right now.
For
But
sure.
it's coming. Prince the producer will arrive soon. I promise.
I'm not mad. So again, I did get to listen to the album. I saw that you got MVP,
Yes, sir.
which is the bonus joint, but then you got the MVP bonus remix.
Remix.
So I
Yes.
wanted to reference that one because
Okay.
you mentioned J. Cole being an influence to you earlier in
Okay.
the conversation.
Yes.
MVP to me is clearly 50 Cent is an inspiration to some degree.
Yep.
So who are some more your inspirations? And before that, what was the story behind MVP?
So the story behind MVP. So the person who made the beat, his name is Kid September, producer named Kid September on the track. He's my artist friend, one of my close homies. He's an artist, journalist. He does math. He does fucking everything. Please tap in with Kid September. Please Lit Voice on Instagram. But he made the beat and he had sent it to me. He was like, "Yo, bro, I got this beat real quick. Yo, if you wanna hop on it." And that the yeah, the boys on top. Yeah, love it. I don't know. I just started singing in my ears. I heard the beat and I was just like, let me just see if I could obviously remix it a little bit. Give tribute, shit like that. And I sent it to him. I was like, "Yo, bro, I don't know. This is what came to me when I heard the beat. You fucking with it?" He was like, "Yeah, I rock with it, bro. Like, I'm gonna throw it on my album." He was like, "Word, that's bet." And so, I went through with it, and I had my friend Mr. JT. He's also on Homecoming. Beautiful, amazing artist, amazing vocalist. He's fucking out of here, man. He did some background vocals on MVP, but when we did the track, and we finished it, we Still Alive actually had two drops. It had a Bandcamp and Even drop first. I dropped it for 2 months on that to kind of see like where I was in terms of my fan base, like who really supported me. I hadn't dropped a project for 5 years, so I wanted to see like who would genuinely buy my art. Did that. We had like a good like 15 to 20 sales, which wasn't bad, honestly. And then I dropped it on all platforms. But before that, I heard MVP and I was like, it just feels like something's missing. Like, it feels like another verse could go here. So I'm like, I hit September. I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You might have to throw a verse on this, bro. Like, I hear your voice and like the song feels like it could be more complete. So he was like, bet. He gave me the verse in like a week and he understood the assignment. It was exactly what I needed. So I'm grateful to have him on the track. Yeah, it's a great track, honestly. And he had loved the whole like 50 Cent like kind of tribute thing with the hook and everything. So I was really glad to get him on the track, and I'm on his upcoming album, which is dropping this month. I'm gonna plug my guys because those are my guys for real. But feel me, September 23rd, Kiss September. Um, but yeah, and you said influences.
Yeah.
There's a lot. J. Cole definitely, Tyler the Creator, definitely one of the biggest right now in more recent years. J. Cole's just been for years, but like Tyler has been a big influence for me in the past like 3-4 years, just in like the way he approaches music and just like life. Like he's just so I just like people that are just authentically themselves, and he's just screaming that all the time. And I just really admire the fact of how he's like changed his image and changed the image of how people perceive him, and basically proved everyone wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it feels like every album he do, he's just proving more people wrong. It's just like, that's my goal. Like, I want to be in that type of, that energy is me. So, yeah, J. Cole, Tyler, Kendrick, obviously, like, I'm a big Smino fan. Smino is a GOAT. Like, that man is a GOAT. Like Black Swan might be one of my favorite albums of all time. Who else? Isaiah Rashad definitely. I got a lot of Isaiah Rashad influence. So like TDE, Dreamville influence for sure. I'm very Dreamville though. People call me very Dreamville.
Respect.
And then other like random outside influences like people like Uzi or like recent person Marco Plus. Shout out to Marco Plus. He's way bigger artist, but like Marco Plus, he's from the city out here too, and he's just like man, he's tough. He's a really tough artist. I'm blind. He's not from the city. He's from Atlanta. There you go. But yeah, I just like his style, his flow, his passion with the music. Like it's just fire, and I like his accent, the way he raps too. So it's just like it just feels like it's punch bars like every time he raps. So I just I like that a lot. So yeah, there's a lot of different artists that like just kind of inspire me and kind of like help me develop new style. Oh, and JID, definitely JID, yeah, definitely JID, for sure, for sure. But yes, at the moment, I'll say that for now. Yeah.
With that said,
Mick Jenkins too.
Respect. With that said, if you could collaborate with someone completely different than you, different style, background, medium, who would it be, and what would you want to explore together?
I'm gonna say either like FKJ or Masego. You said totally different side of it. Like, yeah, FK, yeah, definitely like probably someone who's like a producer, instrumentalist. FKJ has like this really smooth, like jazzy and like what's the, I'm trying to think of another genre related to it. I'll just say jazzy for now, but like very jazz influenced style. But he does like a lot of R&B and pop type of melodics and vocals on his stuff, and then also he just makes instrumental music that is beautiful. And Masego obviously is Masego. He plays sax. He's that's a go to himself. Yeah, I want to work with more people who are just on the total other opposite end of me. Sometimes, like I want to work with like I want to eventually get into like rock, like you know what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of things I like. Like I listen to people like Kenny Mason, so like that's a lot of like if you know him, he's like that's like rock influenced rap. So like I want to get into things like that. Like I want to be in more rooms that like aren't just so like boom bap hip hop based, because a lot of people think I'm just a boom bap artist, and I'm just like. Nah, like yeah, because I just feel like I'm way more than that. Like it's my roots, so like I will, that's what I love the most, or I don't even say I love the most, but that's my core. But like I have so much love for like music, so it's so much I want to do and express myself in. So yeah, like I trying to fight those allegations little by little. So after this project, we definitely about to hit him with a switcheroo real quick just to let him know. But yeah.
So then that leads to the next one. Without no constraints, no budget, no haters, no deadlines, what project or projects would you launch next? And what's your wildest vision you're secretly building towards, if you're willing to share?
I'm willing to share because I don't think I've opened up about this before, so I think it'd be cool. Um, I'm in between of making two projects right now, so I'm not sure which direction it'll be. But there's a point in my career where I have this like alter ego named Prince Da Vinci. Yeah, you from you either heard it or seen it. Yeah, so I'm trying to incorporate that like cleanly in some way, where it's like a real official thing, or like I either like make them a whole separate artist, or like it's just a reoccurring theme that people will automatically be like, oh yeah, this is that Da Vinci shit. Like where like even though it's still Prince inspiration on the name, so like kind of like the way like Absol people call him Solo, or like like stuff like that, or like Black Lip Pastor, like stuff like that. Like I kind of want to just make that nickname very known, and people understand like the type of music that like this was gonna fall under. Like this Da Vinci, like it's not gonna be this like super inspirational, like insightful stuff. It's gonna be like I came here to make vibes. So like I want to incorporate that in some way that's like substantial, so people can like pinpoint it and understand what that is. I'm gonna figure it out as time goes by, but I want to do that. Um, and yeah, and it'll probably like the next project, if I do go about that route, it's gonna be very versatile. I want to have hits, not like specifically club bangers, but like it's gonna be hits. It's gonna be different types of vibes, some R&B, some alternative R&B, some like rage, some like the new jazz, type rap style. Like I want to do a bunch of different like I want like a style I really like that I want to tap in like that like Lil Tecca style. I really like the way his production is crazy, and I love the way his albums are like they seamlessly you know go together. I like albums like that. And I love the melodics. I want to develop a perfect melodic style for myself. I have it a little bit in one day. You can hear it in certain songs here and there, but I really want to perfect it. So I have like specific sound in regards to that melodic, so people were like can pinpoint it every single time. And it's clean. Like even order like a Wolfface Joey type of like, yeah, I like those type of DJing got me into that. So I love that like style of like melodic rap. So I would love to get into that for sure. Just in my own, my own Prince inspiration way or whatever. But word type shit.
I can dig it. What do you want your legacy to be? Not in fame or followers, but in how people feel. What you've changed, what you may have inspired. And for the people listening who want to start their own creative journey, what's the first risky, beautiful step you tell them to take?
Yo, it's the answer to both questions. Be your fucking self, bro. Like real shit. Like that's really what it is. Like once I realized like who I am and like I believe in myself and like I have this full love for myself, then like I think everything gets easier from there, honestly. Like when you have that love for not only your art but like you as the person, like that's very important. And being yourself, like being mad authentically yourself, bro, like in like the way you walk, the way you talk, or even just like in your artistry, like just be you, bro. Cause I realized that like the faking the funk really only go so far, and like you go attract more people just being you unintentionally
100.
than you go do intentionally trying to be this specific character. You could be a character, but like the character got to be you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously like characters have different sides. So like, I'm not saying you can't be a complex type of individual, but like just don't try to be someone else that you know damn well you really not for real. So I try to keep myself to that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm moving into different new areas of my life, meeting new people. I'm gonna definitely be in new rooms and arenas. So I just want to make sure like I stay grounded in myself. I'm a Taurus, for me. So
respect.
Word, so earth sign. So I try to stay as grounded as I can. I got a Pisces moon, so it should get a little sometimes, but like I try to stay as grounded as possible. So like that's where I'm at.
Yeah. If you could pick one character, fictional character that represents you, your music, your sound, who would that character be and why?
I'm gonna say Luffy. I'm a big One Piece fan. Luffy's probably like my favorite anime character of all time. One Piece is one of my favorite anime of all time, and Bleach. Bleach is amazing. But yeah, Luffy. I've always been inspired by him since I was like a kid watching it at like 15, and just like seeing how he was able to, triumph after triumph, just go through all this craziness and bullshit, and what I'm saying, and still be pushing for not only himself but his friends, and him standing up for people and basically becoming like a Robin Hood, you know what I'm saying, like for the people, and just like he walking into different countries and saving whole cities just because he walked in there, like y'all got this dictator here, y'all can't get y'all food back, we go beat all them up and make sure y'all valid, and then we out of here, and that's what he do, feel me, every time. So I just admire people who can persevere through hardships, another character, Finn from Adventure Time. I know that's very, people don't think Adventure Time is serious, but Adventure Time is
Adventure Time is a horror show.
Oh God, it is, bro. People don't understand. Like that show is traumatic.
That show is traumatizing.
That show is traumatizing.
The Lich,
like
bro,
the Lich, and then with the fall.
Bro, oh my God,
that shit
bro.
crazy. Yeah, bro, that show was insane. But yeah, like Finn was one of them ones where it was like, yeah, just like that adversity. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them like just going through the most insane things, and he just pushes through because he had to, or he has the willpower to do so. So willpower became a big like theme in my life, and kind of keeping that to keep me pushing. And when I see all these other anime characters, Asta too, Asta from Black Clover, another inspiration. Definitely seeing him push himself. But yeah, like these characters really inspire me. They not real, but like they based off of real ideals, and
them emotions.
The emotions is real.
Those are human emotions.
Real shit, real shit.
Real
For me. So yeah, like that's why I'm such a cartoon anime head. Even though I'm 26, you know what I'm saying. I love that shit. That shit genuinely inspires me. Like word too. Like not that I don't indulge in other forms of film and art, and but I really do generally like cartoons and anime. Yeah, that's my shit, bro. Feel me? Got Denji on my waist. I don't know if you can see it, but
I see.
from Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man go crazy.
No, I got it,
man. My shit. You watch Don to Don?
Yes. Great.
Yeah, I'm watching all the new shit. Kaiju number 8.
Demon Slayer movie just came out too. For me, I gotta see it. My friends just saw it yesterday. How it work? I was tight, but yeah, I'm about to see that.
I ain't talking to nobody that's seen that.
Nah, where I've been, bro. I'm ignoring the spoilers.
I'm
like
not scrolling. I'm off.
It's bad right now.
It's fight night, so I'm not watching nothing until I get other things done.
Yeah, oh God, bro.
If you If you could pick one song right now off of Still Alive to tell the people to tap in to get the feel. And I can't even really say get the feel for the rest of the album, so that would be unfair. Someone that's listened to it from front to end, one song is actually not going to give you the feel for the album because it's a little bit of a roller coaster. Like you're going through it. But if you could pick one song that you feel like might be the potential universal like hook, what song would it be and why?
It's either between three songs, so either Heartbeat, Running Up, The Score, or Homecoming.
Okay.
With Mr. JT. I feel like those are like probably the biggest and most substantial parts of the album. Like I feel like Heartbeat kind of sets the tone of like, yo, like, I'm gonna be myself and give my heart to the music and what I love, and it's gonna push me to where I gotta be. And Running Up, The Score is kind of the confirming of that, and like, all right, we here, so we go push, and we not gonna stop no time soon. This is it, like this is the grind. And then Homecoming is kind of like, all right, we did the grind and we made it, and we made it to the goal, and we made it to the destination. Now we here, we home. When we home, it's basically like the Homecoming is basically like when you win the chip and you on the championship parade and stuff like that. Like that's the kind of vibe that Homecoming gives. So I feel like those three songs kind of do encapsulate the album very well. Just like, having this heart for what you do and really grinding, and then eventually like the grind pays off. There's obviously other things within the album to listen to still, so please listen to the whole album.
For sure.
But those three are definitely probably some of the most important tracks. And Still Alive, the title track.
Yeah, for sure.
1,000% the title track. But I do feel like you should listen to the whole album, and then listen to Still Alive, the title track, to really feel it for real.
Respect, man. Respect. Yo, Prince Inspiration, aka Prince Da Vinci. It's been a pleasure and an honor to have you in here. This is the Rise of the Lost podcast, where we have dope conversations with dope people, and we give people the opportunity to shine.
Yes, sir.
You're doing the work so the work get done. Prince, I want you to take us the fuck up out of here. Let the people know what time it is, where the fuck they can find you, all socials.
Yes,
let them
know. Yo. My name is Prince Inspiration. Y'all can follow me at Prince_Inspiration_. If you want to tap in with me on the DJ side, Instagram is OKPrince__. And if y'all want to tap in with my team, it's Good Natured Soul. So that's my team. They've been pushing for me. Jules from the X from Good Natured Soul actually engineered my entire album, engineered, mixed, mastered all of it. So shout out to Jules and shout out to Good Natured Souls. They really pushed and put a battery in my back. I finally found a team that believes in me and pushes me, and it's been 9 years it took. So I'm grateful. So make sure you tap in with me and my people. I got music on the way, videos on the way, surprise this month. So stay tuned for that. Just be yourself. Keep streaming. We still live. I mean, that's it. If you don't realize, I got some merch here. For me, Still Alive merch. I got shirts for sale for $25 and stickers for $1. If you want to come up to me, this is an in-person purchase for now. We will have a website available, but if you want to get it, you can get me at any of my closest and nearest shows that's coming up soon, or just hit me and DM me. All right, I got stickers for $1. Still Alive. Make sure that's right there. Camera right there. And I'll have shirts available as well next month. So that's all. But make sure y'all keep streaming. We still alive. When I say still, y'all say alive still.
Alive.
Still.
Alive.
Thank y'all very much. All right. Y'all enjoy y'all day.
Link's going to be in the bio. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Yes, sir.